Imagine hating superheroes but choosing a career that you have to write for them. Nobody exemplifies this more than Garth Ennis, one of the most controversial comic writers who has worked for the comic industry for over 35 years. His most well-known works are the Boys comic series and Punisher Max, and he has worked for both Marvel and DC in the past. But despite being a superhero writer, he openly hates them and makes sure to humiliate them and put them in a bad light. You can genuinely count with your fingers how many superheroes that he doesn't despise. And the more he hates a certain character, less flatteringly he portrays them in his comic. For example, when he writes Wolverine, he uses his healing factor as a way to mutilate his body more and more. And in the Boys series, he uses a parody of Wolverine that just says a lot of gonna. He just uses that word a lot. He says gonna. And there's another character who he really hates more than Wolverine, and that's Captain America. More on that later. But before we go any further, if you like this video, please subscribe, and even if you give it a like, that would mean a lot to us. Thanks a lot in advance, and let's continue with the video. Alright, so before we try to understand Garth Ennis, we have to take a look at his childhood. You see, what sets him apart from the other comic writers is that Garth was brought up on British war comics during his formative years, and he didn't read any superhero comics until his late teens, which at that point he found them ridiculous. In Ennis's mind, superheroes are taking credit for the actual heroes of the world that are the military men. And he's made sure to show that, especially in his last chapters of the Boys series where Supes declare war on military. Now, having said that, there are superheroes like Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, which he kinda likes. There are also characters like Nick Fury and the Punisher who have served in the military, whom he makes a point by writing them very respectfully. He also doesn't seem to mind Spider-Man, even though he's killed and humiliated poor Spidey in some of his works. But like I said, there isn't a single character that he hates more than Captain America. Characters like Captain America are borderline offensive, because to me the reality of World War II was very human people, ordinary flesh and blood guys who slugged it out in miserable flooded foxholes. These are the words of Garth Ennis when he was asked why he hates Captain America so much. His hatred for Captain America reaches its max in his comic series The Boys. As we all know, Soldier Boy was a parody of Captain America, and in the TV series he was handled really well. Like, he was an a-hole, but you kind of feel sorry for his character. However, Soldier Boy in the comic series is a pant-pissing idiot who just is so naive that it's just comical. And before he gets killed by the hands of Butcher in the comics, Butcher calls him a fraud that never fought in the World War II. Having said that, I think Garth Ennis is a very capable writer who, if he just drops this edgy act, I think I would love to see more of his works. And that's all I have for today's video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and tell me your thoughts in the comments below. That's it, and I'm out.